They say the night is darkest just before dawn, but for some, the dead of night brings stories of unimaginable terror. Tonight we share 5 chilling tales that will make you think twice about what hides in the shadows. Number 1. The Vanishing Hitchhiker. It was a quiet night when a man driving home from a late shift spotted a lone hitchhiker by the side of the road. She was pale, her dress tattered, and her expression unreadable. Feeling pity, he stopped to offer her a ride. The woman barely spoke, her voice a whisper when she gave her destination. The air in the car grew colder, and the man noticed that she seemed almost translucent under the passing streetlights. When they reached the address, the man turned to tell her they had arrived, but the seat was empty. Confused and terrified, he knocked on the house door, only to learn from an elderly woman that her daughter, the hitchhiker, had died in a car accident years ago on that very road. Number 2. The Shadow in the Attic. A young couple moved into what they thought was their dream home. It was perfect, except for the strange noises that came from the attic every night. One night, the husband decided to investigate. Armed with a flashlight, he climbed the creaking stairs. At first, he saw nothing unusual until a dark, humanoid shadow moved across the room without a sound. Panicked, he stumbled back and noticed deep scratches on the floorboards, forming the words, "Leave now." The couple left the house the very next day, abandoning their belongings. No one knows who or what still resides in that attic. Number 3. The Forest Ritual. 3 friends decided to go camping in a remote forest known for its eerie legends. As the night deepened, they noticed a strange glow coming from the woods. Curiosity led them to a clearing where a circle of candles burned brightly. The ground was marked with strange, intricate symbols. Suddenly, the flames extinguished, plunging the forest into darkness. Whispers surrounded them, growing louder and closer. They ran for their lives, feeling unseen hands clawing at them. When they finally reached their car, one of them looked back and saw figures standing in the clearing, watching silently. Number 4. The Haunted Hospital. A night security guard took a shift at an abandoned hospital, a place where stories of hauntings were whispered by locals. The first few hours were uneventful, but then he heard the unmistakable sound of a wheelchair rolling in the distance. Following the noise, he found himself in the old operating room. The air was thick and cold. As he turned to leave, he felt a hand graze his shoulder. Spinning around, he saw nothing but the faint reflection of a shadow in the blood-streaked floor. Terrified, he rushed to the exit. But as he passed a window, a handprint appeared, followed by the words, "You shouldn't be here." He quit his job the very next day, vowing never to set foot near the hospital again. Number 5. The Graveyard Shift. A caretaker worked the graveyard shift at an old cemetery. One particularly quiet night, he noticed a faint lantern light moving among the graves. Thinking it was a trespasser, he went to investigate. As he approached, the light vanished, but a faint whisper drew his attention to an ancient tombstone. The name engraved on it glowed faintly, shifting and rearranging to spell, "Leave now." Turning to leave, he saw a shadowy figure beneath a tree, watching him. It raised an arm, pointing directly at him. Frozen with fear, he heard a low voice say, "You are not welcome here." He fled and never returned to the cemetery again. These were just 3 of countless stories that happen in the dead of night. So next time you find yourself alone in the darkness, remember, the shadows may be watching. Sleep well, if you can,